Hi, my name is Sierra, and I want to show you how to repot two plants, Anthurium bird nest and Monstera addisonii. I'm going to show you how to repot them and make your own soil for those two plants. The Anthurium and the Monstera addisonii are both from the aroid family. They like a lot of moisture in the soil, but they also like a lot of drainage. So it can be challenging to create the right type of soil. Potting mix definitely doesn't do it. I'm going to explain to you some of the materials that we're going to use to make our own mix, and this mix can be for aroids, monstera, philodendrons. We're not going to use a typical potting soil because a regular potting soil kind of turns to mush and doesn't allow water to pass through easily. The roots can get moldy and doesn't work well for this type of a plant. So some of the materials that we're going to use are orchid bark. You'll find this in different sizes, and it's okay, small or big, doesn't really matter too much. We're going to use perlite. You can also use pumice. Perlite's a little bit easier to find and cheaper, I think. We're going to use charcoal. You're going to find this in different sizes too, and it doesn't really matter too much what size. This is worm castings. These were made from my worms. They're so cute, and this is their poo. This is like gold for plants. They love it. It's full of nutrients. Coco coir. This is going to help with drainage. All right, so now we're going to make our potting mix. We're going to add 30% orchid bark, 30% perlite, 20% coco coir, 10% worm castings or worm poo, and 10% of the charcoal. So we're just going to add this into this bin, mix it all together, and see what happens. Just going to mix it with my hands now. A little dusty. All right, it's pretty good. All right, so I'm going to use a pot that is a couple inches bigger than the pot it came in. Ideally, you don't go much bigger in size when you're potting up. The Anthurium is potted up. I'm going to add a little bit of the sphagnum moss on the top of this, and that will help keep moisture and humidity in. So now we're going to pot up this Monstera addisonii. It's got some really long, not very happy roots. A friend of mine gave me this as a small cutting, and it's just kind of been not doing great, not thriving. So we're going to repot it in some of this fantastic potting mix, and we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to do the same thing, add a little bit of this moss on top. All right. And that is it. Thanks for watching, and I hope that your plants are much happier after you pot them in this amazing homemade DIY potting mix. I'm always learning and would love to hear feedback if you have any, or comments about things that have improved your soil or plants in general. So let me know, and please comment below. All right, take care and thank you so much. Bye.
And subscribe.